Hey everyone, I am the Boss Man, and this week I am talking about this little guy. No, actually, I'm not. But I am talking about his game. This week, Twilight Princess HD comes out, and I want to do a little something different this week. You know, I like to constantly play with the format a little bit, different backdrops. And this week I got this Wind Waker thing, which totally doesn't fit with this topic, but this guy does. I am going to talk to you about 5 reasons that I really love Twilight Princess. And it's fitting because this is the week Twilight Princess HD comes out, right? Some of you guys might have even gotten to play the game if you're a part of that special part of the media. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. As I said, I'm trying this new format thing, like tell me how it goes. All right, here we go. This week, Twilight Princess HD releases. No, seriously, guys, it does. In fact, if you're a special and unique member of the media, you may have already played the game. In fact, probably for the last week or two. Unfortunately, I was not special enough. How dare you, Nintendo? Still, as of this weekend, we all get our chance to play this fantastic game all over again. So it feels fitting that on today of all days, I look back and give you my 5 reasons I absolutely love Twilight Princess. Shall we get started? Dungeons, dungeons, dungeons. Twilight Princess boasts what I would argue is the greatest single collection of dungeons in the entire Zelda series. Sure, I enjoy many specific dungeons in other games more than all of the dungeons in Twilight Princess. But the sheer quality and breadth of the collection of dungeons I enjoy here is above all other titles in the Zelda series. These dungeons are often fun, cleverly themed, and feature mechanics and puzzles that are simple to understand, but difficult at times to perfect. I'll never forget the magnetism brilliance used in the Goron Mines, the overarching and extremely surprising story in Snow Peak Ruins, nor zipping around the tracks in the Arbiter's grounds. Every dungeon is memorable for one reason or another, and that truly makes this a special experience. MIDNA is the best character in the entire Zelda series. I seem to be on this best ever tangent of late. I recently called a short Zelda fan film the best I had ever seen, but reality is that when it comes to my own opinions, I can't seem to refute this thought process. Midna is a glorious character full of charm and charisma. She has you wondering if she's really a good guy or a bad guy through at least half of the adventure. She sacrifices herself for you. She saves you, arguably, from yourself. In return, you save her, and conversely her people and all of Hyrule itself. This game is very much Midna's story, and Nintendo wrote this character in a way where her attitude totally owns the fact that yes, this game is named after her for a damn good reason. She is one of the most fleshed out characters we've seen to date, even more so than Ganondorf, Princess Zelda, and yes, Link himself. We know where she came from and how she came to be. We learn of her care for her people, we learn about her enemies, and more importantly, we get a heavy taste of her personality. By the end of the game, you can't help but have actual feelings for her. I've felt something for characters before, of course, such as a sadness and eventual joy over Anju and Kafi and Majora's Mask. But the feeling here is a lot more personal. I'm connected to Midna. In a way, I can't really even say I am connected to Link. Yup. Best character in the Zelda series confirmed. Horse combat is where it's at. Sure, we've shot a lot of arrows from a horse before, but in Twilight Princess we got to swing a sword from a top Epona. This is one of the greatest feelings I've ever had in a video game, even if it's ultimately an underutilized ability. I told myself I wasn't going to bring up Zelda U, but the horse combat in Twilight Princess has me stoked to see how they expand upon the concept in Zelda U. It felt so fresh and fulfilling in the few instances it was used, that it still today stands as one of the reasons Twilight Princess ranks so highly for me. Boss fights are truly epic. Like many of you, one of the major criticisms for Twilight Princess that I have is the game itself was just too easy. This was even more true when you talk about the boss fights. Yet, these boss fights, despite the unfulfilling lack of difficulty, felt just right. Whether it was Fyrus or Star-Lord to a monkey slapping its ass, the bosses in this game looked epic, felt epic, and ultimately were epic. When I think of the best collection of boss fights in the Zelda series, I consistently think of Twilight Princess. There I go again, using that best mantra again. Seriously, I do apologize for that. Wait, no I don't. Best boss fights ever. ZANT. Just ZANT. ZANT ranks high on my favorite villains list, right next to Vaati, specifically the version of Vaati in the Minish Cap. He's cruel, he's crazy, he's jealous, and ultimately he's downright silly. He's involved from the get-go, and while I have some issues with how his story ends in the game, it hasn't diminished my raw love of his character. Where MIDNA made me practically fall in love with her, ZANT made me truly want to fight to stop someone from succeeding, something that is rarer than one might think in this series for me. It helps that he is also the one to come closest to killing someone that I actually care about. No spoilers beyond that, but ZANT is one hell of a character. That's it. That's all I got. I hope you enjoyed my 5 reasons that I absolutely love Twilight Princess. And I'm really looking forward to Twilight Princess HD. I didn't really give reasons why for that, but because I love Twilight Princess, that's the only real reason I need. Hope you enjoyed this new format. I will be putting the source material, basically what I wrote to read off and create all this awesome video stuff, goodness, on our site at zeldainformer.com. I'll try to put a link down in the description once that is up. You can obviously subscribe to us here on YouTube. Follow me at Nate Jantz. I really appreciate you guys sticking through. Let me know what you feel about this new format. Is it something you enjoy? Or is it something that you don't enjoy and you wish I would go die in a fire? It's okay, Link. It's okay. I'm not gonna go die in a fire. Catch you guys later. This is a little bonus bit I call Real Talk. Basically, it's where I just go through and I just say whatever is going through my mind at this particular time. And right now, I'm actually trying to get a Patreon going for myself. This isn't for Zelda Informer or anybody else who works at Zelda Informer. It's just for myself. I am starting a Patreon to create a brand new community of Nintendo fans. I'll put a link for that down in the description as well. If you care to come support that, I'm looking to start up a brand new Nintendo-based website. It's really about building a community, not necessarily about being like the #1 source for Nintendo news out there. If you guys like NeoGAF, think of it like a Nintendo GAF in a way. On top of that, I'm looking to really build content around this community. So I'm thinking Nintendo-related podcasts, discussion videos, theorizing, possibly analytical pieces. I'm really looking to get the ball rolling on that. Obviously, I'll need your support on Patreon to make that happen because, hey, look, I have a family and I need to support them. I am no longer that teenager or early 20-year-old guy who's got no worries and lives off his mom and dad. I have bills. I gotta pay them. But I still want to make this great content for you guys. So go ahead, check out that Patreon. Let me know what you think. If you think it's lame, that's cool. It's alright. I'm still here at Zelda Informer. I ain't going anywhere. Till next week, this is the Boss Man. Out.